The shift towards e-learning is transforming education system worldwide, and Uganda is no exception.
I associate with this e-learning.
York Nasaland Primary School in Bugiri District, a new initiative by iLearnX, has introduced digital learning tools enabling teachers to deliver lessons more effectively, while students are gaining critical ICT skills at a young age.
Previously, we were nothing. It was very hard to get a school which was performing to the expectations of the world.
I want this school to move to higher levels. As leaders, I want to implore you.
Speaking at the launch of the e-learning technology, Opeme Shero, Head of Product Development at iLearnX, explained how the digital curriculum aims to simplify both teaching and learning processes.
We sat down as a team and we said there's something that we can do. So we came up with an idea of digitalizing the curriculum whereby a child should go home with at least something, an understanding of what has been taught. In most situations, you realize the directors of schools can ask parents to buy a bus, can ask parents maybe to contribute money to construct something. But at the end of it all, the child does not take a bus home. But when a child is given quality education, believe me, that child will always be so important in the community. As iLearnX, we are the VAR, that is value-added resellers. So what happens at iLearnX, we get the spare parts of these gadgets, we put them together, then we design them based on what the client wants.
The director of York Nasaland Primary School, Rumumba Patrick, shared his vision for the initiative, emphasizing the importance of preparing Uganda's future leaders with modern skills.
A mediocre teacher teaches. A mediocre teacher teaches. A good teacher explains. A very good teacher demonstrates. A great teacher inspires. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to inspire the children that pass through our hands. We would like to wow them. Yesterday, I went to Centenary Bank, which branch, and one parent told me, my son is sick. But even when he was sick, he wanted to come to school today. I said, wow, we are now inspiring the children. We would like the children to want to come to school. Technology can never replace great teachers. But technology in the hands of great teachers can be transformational. Ladies and gentlemen, these boards were brought here cost a lot of money. A lot of money. The money that we are putting in boards can put up a Karina. But if a child comes and studies in the Karina, the child will never take away the Karina. The Karina will remain. We have always thought, what does the child become after going through our hands? What does that child become? I'm glad to report that I am happy to see what the children are able to do with the boards and the tablets. As a result of this, Mr. Guest of Honor, as a result of this initiative, one person, one sponsor has given us 400 bursaries. 400 bursaries beginning January 2025 at 50%. For me, this is so humbling that someone can see what we are doing at 50%. So this is what we want to do. We want to inspire our learners. Besides the technology-enabled learning, Mr. Guest of Honor, we have other practical skills here. We have farming. Children do agriculture. We have swimming. We have poultry. There are many. If you check that booklet that you have been given, you see they do so many, because we have a lot of time with these children in boarding. Children are engaged throughout from 4 to 8. On Saturday and Sunday, they work. So this is what we want to do with the child. A child who comes through our hands must never leave the same. The child must never remain the same. We want the child to be able to do something with his hands, but should also be able to manipulate technology.
A number of us today may not be so old in terms of the age, but we pretty much were taught the same way our forefathers were taught.
The Minister for General Duties in the Office of the Prime Minister commended parents for entrusting their children to the school and highlighted the positive impact e-learning will have on the well-being and future of the learners.
Here we are today to celebrate that we are registering another milestone, which is still not affordable to the majority of children, including those who are here, because it means school fees going up. So that's why Mr. Lumumba and the team, we said we must look out for sponsorship. Let's look out for sponsorship. We have concentrated more on sponsorship for the children from here who go and study in senior 1 and above. We said now let's concentrate on primary. It's a deliberate effort so that this community should also have people who can fit in whatever part of the world, whatever sphere, whatever economy, whatever profession. When me and you are long gone, Bugiri will shine where we are not. You know, to be somewhere and you say, for me, I'm in Canada studying, but I studied in Bugiri and I'm from Bugiri. That is big. But the sponsorship is not only going to be for children from Bugiri only, no. It will also be sponsorship for children from outside Bugiri. And Mr. Lumumba, I want to make this request. You told me how you are going to distribute out the sponsorship. Let's also concentrate also on giving some quota to the staff in this place, because many of them have sacrificed with us. Before we got to where we are, they were even there where they would even miss salary and it comes late, but they don't run away, they continue. Get this, you could also have lessons for us so that we learn to use these gadgets we buy expensively but don't know how to use. That's also a request I'm making to the team.
So Mama and Mzee Lumumba, we are really grateful. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very big opportunity, because we are in one world. We are here to launch a digital launch of information technology, which is very, very unique to many schools in Uganda.
Representing the State Minister for Higher Education, the Commissioner of Private Schools echoed these statements, stressing the need for schools across Uganda to embrace digital learning as other sectors shift to technology.
Not only for Bugiri per se, it's not only for Busoga, but now for the whole country. As I speak now, it's going viral. People are going to ask, where is this York National Primary School? Where is it located? Can we access the director? Can we access the teacher? And therefore, people are going to be disturbing you by phone calls. We need to address the challenges of ICT. We have so many challenges, and some of these challenges, of course, you know, we talked about the high cost of technology. You talked about it, Patrick. Actually, I've just said the cost of bringing these tools here was enough to put up a high rise. Now, that's the question, food for question. Now, we even lack the infrastructure. I was asking when I was moving around, where's the internet? I tried to insist. They said, no, you must be a member of this community to access. I said, hey, because I wanted to test and put in the Gmail and see whether I can access. Now, I know you have restricted. Now, all these are issues. The issue of infrastructure, insufficient teacher training, limited internet access. Obstacles we must confront. It is crucial that as private sector investors, policy makers, educational institutions, we need to work together to ensure that the ICT integration is equitable and sustainable. I want to conclude my remarks by saying, today, as you call us here to reflect and learn on the e-learning, let us commit, let us have an integral part of every school in Uganda to have this model. How do we do this? Now that is a detail. What are the implications? That is a detail. So, I'm going to request, now that Mama is near us, we shall benchmark. We are not all going to come here for benchmarking, but I will also ask my colleagues from the UPS, we need to come and visit and see how are you doing it. So whenever we appreciate here with either team of senior management team, then we can now say, let us, what are the good lessons? For example, that term. I asked the term. The term is 650,000. But the moment we purchase them in lump sum, large numbers, I think it becomes cheaper. And what are the implications? Because at the end of the day, we don't need to talk about it, but we need to act. And time for talking is over. We need to act now. Now, I want to conclude by saying, one, as the Minister of Education and Sports, one, thank you for the 22 years. My only one is that now that we are going to go to the foreign bursaries, we need more space. And more space requires more infrastructure, and more infrastructure means high-quality infrastructure. So kindly, let us go back on the drawing board. Two, we want to thank you as a ministry for providing employment. You don't know that you are providing employment for people. You are giving some money, and it is that money that makes impact. So let us plan and thank the school for employing our children. Two, I was the personal coordinator for teaching of agriculture. So when I see tomatoes being brought to the nursery section, I was in China, I was in India, and I was in South Africa. People are doing it practically. Kindly let us wake up. Let's come and encourage these programs. Let us document them. And when we have videos, we can show them. We have a documentary on New York National Grammar School. And it runs. So as we are talking, we also teach using you and all of our studies. Madam Honorable Minister, I want to thank you for the financial literacy. The moment we are in a money economy, our biggest problem has been never were we told how to earn, how to save, how to invest. Today, whatever you are doing here goes back. We have so many parents here, over 500. I told you we have 500 children. If you multiply by 2, those are 1,000 parents. We have so many well-wishers, guardians. The Speaker of Bugiri is here, plus the cabinet. How often do we teach our children how to earn? Think about it. Because we spend every day, but how much do you earn? How much do you save? How much do you invest? The way they are invested in these computers. Then how much do we donate? So the culture of donation should also be taught. That's the financial literacy. I want to say, I like the specials compound, I like the sports, physical education and sports, but I don't know that we have a teacher. Isaac, Musenero, someone is disturbing you. Do we have a PE teacher? Where is he? because I wanted to take him on. You are just pointing. That means he's not the one. No, but how I ask her, she says, keeps quiet. So we need to talk to him or her and see how do we improve the physical education and sports. Remember, it's Ministry of Education and what? And sports. So now that we have the facilities here, how do we improve the facilities here? To the way you have reached the digital one, can we improve the facilities? Patrick and Justin. Lastly, I want to thank you for the ECC program, the early child program. But my concern has always been one, as I earlier mentioned, we need to improve on our safety and security. We need to improve on water harvesting. We need to address the water. I've seen a lot of water is being wasted. Madam Lumumba, I know you have capacity. I can support you in that area. Let us teach our children how to save water. Because when you have all this water wasted going to meet an insult as an agriculturist, let us have this water. And this water is going to do a long way to provide you with irrigation, to support you with irrigation. Children will not only irrigate their own crops, but they also learn how to save the water. The biggest asset we have in Uganda is the climate, the good climate. It is always hot and wet. But some of us who have traveled widely, you don't see the screen. Let us maintain the green, so that when we come here as role models, we are going to emulate everything. I want to speak all this for God and my country. Video make this classroom interesting. Because my biggest concern as a commissioner now is, are all your teachers on board? If not yet, how do we bring all the teachers on board? Because that's number two. If your teachers are on board, now that the municipal education officer is here, how do we bring some of the teachers in your area of jurisdiction come here to benchmark?
Schools like York Nasaran Primary School in Bugiri District take the lead in adopting e-learning. It's clear that the future of education in Uganda is going digital.
The LC5
and the inspector of schools.
The inspector of schools.
Reporting for MGD News, Nachwa Barbara.